Hello friends, welcome to my 7th video on math for machine learning. Today in the 7th video I'll be continuing talking on analytic geometry. So for two vectors x and y in Rn, we defined inner product xy as summation xi yi I equal to 1 to n, or we also define inner product as x transpose a y, where A is positive definite, where the matrix A is positive definite. Now for two functions, I think I talked before that how number system evolves to function. We have R, then comes the complex number R2, then comes the n tuples Rn, then comes R infinity, which is set of sequences n, and after that I have talked about R to the power a, which is nothing but class of functions from real valued functions from a. So functions, we can see functions as an extension of vectors or extension of numbers, and the function space V equipped with composition operator is a vector space. We have talked about it. Composition vectors F composed with G, two functions from the vector space, equal to nothing but F of G of X. We have inverse, we have identity elements. So V0 is a vector space. So we are going to talk about inner product of two functions. For two real valued functions f and g, their inner product is defined as in inner product f and g equal to integral a to b, and we are given fx gx. So that is the definition of inner product of two functions. And we say f and g are orthogonal if their inner product is 0. So sine and cos are orthogonal because minus pi to plus pi sine x cos x dx equal to 0. So we can define the orthogonality of two functions, and then we can define norm. Norm of a function is root over inner product of f with itself, which is 0 if and only if f is identically equal to 0. Inner product a to b f square x dx equal to 0 if and only if f equal to 0. We have square, so each term is non-negative. So when we are integrating a non-negative function and the integral is 0. That means f is identically equal to 0. This completes my talk on analytic geometry. Starting from vectors, we have reached functions, and we have defined inner product of function, norm of a function. We can define L1 norm, L2 norm, LP norm, L infinity norm, etc. Now let us do some quizzes. So now let us do a small quiz. What is the graph of norm of z equal to 1 for z belongs to the complex set? So I want to see the graph of z such that norm of z equal to 1. So if I write z equal to a complex number a plus ib, then norm z is nothing but root over a square plus b square. And if I set 1, then we get a square plus b square is equal to 1. So that forms the unit circle where the radius is 1. So this is nothing but the set norm z equal to 1. For two vectors x and y, xi, y, summation xi, y, xi, yi equal to 0 implies the angle between the vectors x and y is 90 degrees. So let the angle be theta. So we have the formula cos theta, and theta is the angle between x and y equal to inner product xy by norm x norm y. That is the formula for cos of the angle between the two vectors. And if that is equal to 0, so cos theta equal to 0 implies theta equal to pi by 2. So if the inner product is 0, the two vectors are orthogonal. The angle between them is pi by 2. Okay, the third question. So the Manhattan distance dxy equal to sum over y xi minus yi is a distance function. Okay, we have three properties of the distance function. Dxy is surely Manhattan distance sum over the absolute values is greater than or equal to 0, and equal to 0 implies xi equal to yi for all I. Summation x mod xi minus yi equal to 0 means xi minus yi equal to 0 for each I, so x equal to y. So dxy equal to 0 implies x equal to y. That is the first property of the distance function. Second property is homogeneity. Distance of x and lambda y equal to mod lambda dxy. It is homogeneity. If you put a scalar, it comes out. Clearly, summation xi yi, if you look at d of lambda x, lambda y equal to modulus lambda dxy. This is incorrect. This is the homogeneity. Homogeneity applies for norm. Okay, dxy is non-negative and equal to 0 implies x equal to y, and dxy, the triangular property dxy is less than equal to dxz plus dzy for all xyz. Belongs to the vector space B, because we have summation xi yi, we have mod xi minus yi, which are the sum of the absolute values, equal to, if I introduce a z, xi minus zi minus yi minus zi, zi cancels out, and this is less than equal to modulus of xi minus zi plus yi minus zi, which gives me, this is from definition of xy, the distance of x and y, and this contributes to distance of dxz, distance of x and y is less than or equal to distance of x and z plus distance of y and z. So the triangular inequality holds, so the Manhattan distance is a well-defined distance. Thank you, I'll stop here.